I can imagine it gets to you, eh?
Exactly. And they're still trying as we speak, and they fucking suck. That will never stop me.
Never.
That will never stop this show.
Never.
You fucking can't do it.
You can't abort the retort.
Many have tried, all have failed. They're still trying as we speak, and they fucking suck. That will never stop me.
Never.
It's like constant beating.
We often say that because we mean it.
Most people have said far edgier shit.
Or shut the fuck up. I want to be a man that makes me want to shut the fuck up.
I don't know. She does have those Steve Buscemi eyes.
Steve Buscemi.
I can't tell.
I don't think it. This looks like some kind of porno. And it's like and something is going in this woman's anus. That's for sure.
That look on her face, that's for sure. You're right. I think, yeah, definitely. Something large is going in something, yeah. All right, let's see here.
Than usual.
You're gonna lose your show.
Revoke my partner status for even playing that video in the first place. That's probably true.
But the other reason you have them is so they can take the fall for the president. And, you know, I'm not going to do that.
I agree with what he said. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Sorry, dude.
Harewood says, hail Ethan, the most patient man on the internet. I'm pretty patient, actually. Let's
patient. Yeah. Excuse me. You don't have to be patient to interview me. All you have to do is just sit back. No. All you have to do is let's be patient. Yeah. Fuck this guy and fuck you.
Dolphin Hit Me says, as a Christian, what does abomination mean?
Satan speaks.
Anyway, Pinky Culture says, Milo, your pinky. But no, don't do that. Video
pinky,
tonight.
Pinky.
Oh,
Post your pinky means something that's not this.
No, yeah, you just did it. Yeah, you just did it.
What's wrong with posting your pinky?
He collects people's pinkies. I mean,
and puts them on his like Instagram account for some reason.
I think this is the nicest. I think this is the nicest one. How about this?
Well, that is the best he's ever gotten on the pinky request.
How about that?
Okay, I think he's probably got enough. Yeah.
You got more than he bargained for with that one, I think.
All right.
I'm the walking embodiment of be careful what you wish for. Dismissed the whole thing within 2 minutes without apologizing, while saying, "Have I been okay?
I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it."
What is
Bloodsport's like a debate,
sports?
like a public debate, basically, with a little bit less rules than an actual debate, I guess.
I have so much shit on that guy. Clips that I could play, statements that he said to people privately, stuff that he's done. The subject I really want to talk about is where your money comes from. Why not just tell people? Why not be honest? Everybody knows where mine comes from. It comes from book sales. It previously came from the Mercer family. Some of it's come from... I am a completely open book because I have nothing left to lose. At least not from someone like Richard. I have something to lose from Bryan Singer, which is why Despicable hasn't come out yet. But I have nothing left to lose from the likes of Richard Spencer, whose Russian and American money has run out. So this is my invitation. Richard Spencer, come and let's talk about who supports you, who protects you, who gets you the glossy coverage in magazines and newspapers, flattering you, charming you, complimenting you. Let's talk about who set those interviews up. Let's talk about why you're on CNN, even to the present day. Let's talk about why you still have a Twitter account, even to the present day, and why I don't. This is my public invitation. Come fucking debate me on any subject you want.
Well, there you have it.
Fucking debate me. Let's talk about all those things, Richard Spencer. You, me, Killstream. When? Bring it.
Check it out. I don't know if
it'll never fucking happen, but God, do I hope it does.
Yeah, sorry. That was the most annoying part of the whole interview when he tried to fuck with me and making me question myself.
He's kind of fucked. Why would he say that?
Yeah, and he revealed that's exactly what he was trying to do the whole fucking time anyway.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
But
that's an old bit.
Oh,
long-time Killstream listeners will know that Milo fucking with Ralph.
F-slur.
Yeah. Understand some people in the audience absolutely hate him. That's fine.
Why aren't you calling him an F-slur?
Yeah. Oh my God. I don't know. I'm not making a judgment on the whole Fed thing or anything like that. I was going to be neutral on that the whole way, and I have been.
What is it they say? What is it the Joker says in the original Batman? I've taken off my makeup. Now perhaps it's time for you to take off yours.
I know. I saw some people. They're like,
not talking about. Laura Loomer's like a couple of sentences behind, so I've moved back to myself, and she's like CIA, but does he? No, I meant him.
Okay, he's always joking and teasing. I saw some people. They're like, "Oh my god!" And that's how it should be, because I'm the host of the kill stream, right? Because we wouldn't be able to get them on otherwise. Also, nobody else is going to get them on. People can take it or leave it, however they want to do it. But I feel like I did my job anyway. Honestly, people looking for a more robust response are not really thinking about what the deal is. So,
Shagget, what? Oh my god.
He'll be on my show on Friday, by the way.
Oh my god, where's he at, man? What the
He's
fuck?
DM'd me about 1,000 times about it. Holy fuck.
Are you in the on-air, Ralph?
Yeah, I am. Oh, you know what?
Okay, yeah. You were muted and deafened.
Yeah, you know what? He might.
There you go.
He might not have heard me. You're right. That might have been my fault. Shaggy, go ahead.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, Milo, are you there?
Yes, I can hear you.
No, he left. Chagged.
Go ahead.
I have a couple things that I want to address, Milo. First of all, I want to say I've always been a Milo respecter. You were the first person who got me into this stuff. I really love the stuff that you've said about men, defending masculinity, defending men, and I respect a lot of work you've done. But
wait, what stuff did he get you into?
But yeah, I worked for Jesse Lee Peterson for a couple of years, and I would say one of the most reprehensible things that our enemies do is refuse to debate, and I saw that firsthand trying to book liberal guests on his show. And I think that without exception, pretty much all the time when people on the other side refuse to have a conversation, it's always because they are not confident that they can win a debate. Otherwise, there's no reason to deny having that debate if they could win. So I was really disappointed the other day when I commented on Telegram asking you if you would have a debate with Richard Spencer, which you said on this program you would last summer, and you said it wouldn't be worth your time and it was pointless. I just thought you were better than that. I didn't think that you shied away from debates.
Okay. Well, first of all, if I thought for a second that he would say yes, then maybe I would think about how
I know he will.
That might
I know he will,
and how that might look. We'd have to, I would want him to start producing some documentary evidence about which government his money is coming from, because we're gonna have we have to have some like baseline conditions. When you talk to somebody like that, whose opinions are all being piped into them from elsewhere, I think it's worthwhile finding out for sure where that piping is coming from. I think it's probably obvious by anybody who's been watching me as you have for this amount of time that I'm not afraid to have a conversation with anybody. I'm not afraid to lose, although I never have.
Okay. I know he would say yes. I know him personally, and I know he would say yes.
But by the same token, it doesn't make you a hypocrite just because everybody who demands to have a conversation with you isn't granted an audience. I'm not required to grant an audience to everybody who asks for one and everybody who wants one. I'd be doing Richard Spencer an enormous favor by remembering he exists right now, and I'm not sure I want to do that. I'm not sure I choose to do that. That doesn't mean I'm afraid.
Well, Milo, here's the thing. You spent 45 minutes on the last show.
Check it. Wait, and I'll let you respond. Go ahead.
I'm not required to debate everybody who wants to debate me. I'd never get anything else done. I've got a pool to heat. I'm not required to say yes to every debate that comes along from somebody who
shut up.
A third party.
Let him finish.
From everybody who comes along alleges to be a third party in the know. If Richard Spencer were to contact me directly and say, I want to debate with these conditions on these subjects, then I will certainly consider it. But I'm not required to say yes to every debate that comes along at the risk of being called a hypocrite. This is sophistry of the highest order, and you should know better and be ashamed of yourself.
All right, Shaggy, last.
Second of all.
Wait, no, hang on. Don't hang up on me, please.
I'm answering the question.
Go ahead.
Second of all, I also happen to think the time for debate is very much over. I think that debate was something that was, it was important for us to demonstrate that our opponents were incapable of matching us in the field of ideas or of successfully beating us, on the field of combat. But the fact is that there is no point having a debate, not only with the Ben Garrisons in the darker corners of Telegram, but also with the left, the establishment, after all the rest of it. These people are now locked into positions that have immunized them from reason and good sense and from the ability to have good conscience, fair debates. If you want to have a discussion with somebody who's capable of reason, fact, logic, all the rest of it, that restricts your field of potential interlocutor quite dramatically to, center right to what I suppose we're now supposed to call far right people, because anybody outside of that window is probably not capable of a good faith debate. I don't believe that Richard Spencer is capable of a good faith debate, and I'm not required to accept every invitation, good or bad faith, no matter where it comes from. It almost seems like you're threatening me. Like if you don't appear with Richard Spencer, which doesn't serve you and does serve him, which will damage. I haven't finished. Which will damage you, meaning me, Milo, and will help his career. Might help inject a little bit of life and of juice into his horribly failed dead corpse. Right? Richard Spencer is dead. I am not dead. Okay. I still sell books. Richard Spencer shifts nothing. Nobody's checking for Richard Spencer. Richard Spencer is dead and gone. He is finished. I'm not. I may have many decades left in me.
Here's the thing.
I haven't finished my answer. I give long answers. If you've watched me since 2017, I'm sure you know that.
Hey, listen, go ahead. We know. Go ahead.
If you want to, if you show up and say you must debate this person, or at least agree to debate this person, even though it doesn't serve you and does serve him and would damage you and help him, and even though he's a fucking toxic, disgusting scumbag who took money to film video of you and then sold it to BuzzFeed to help bring down your career, pretending that you were singing to a bunch of Nazis in a room, even though this guy entrapped and violated and lied about you for money, you have to show up to debate him. Otherwise, you're a hypocrite.
All right.
How about you go fuck yourself, sir?
So tell him that to us. Okay, here's the thing, Milo. I have a lot to say, so please let me get this out. You spent 45 minutes on the last show detailing a long tirade of how awful you think.
Next question.
First off, I would love to host it, but it's like, well, I mean, what else can you say besides that, really? I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, well,
and I still haven't said no.
No, you haven't. I mean, that's the thing. And you know what? He actually messaged me earlier, and I was like, man, we don't really have it. You know, if I had Spencer saying yes, if I had him saying yes, that's not a thing that's happened. I think that we probably could host that actually on the Kill Stream.
This wouldn't be the right venue for it.
Right.
Sorry to break it to you.
Well, maybe. You know, if this isn't the right venue,
it wouldn't be because I say so, and which is kind of the make or break. So,
well, that's fine. I mean, you know, AIDS tests have a make or break too.
This would not be the right. This would not be the correct venue for it. Editorially speaking, and it also isn't a venue that I would agree to.
If it won't happen here, well, if it won't happen here, it won't happen anywhere. I mean, where else?
That's not correct.
That's true. Okay, well, where else would it happen then?
I could very well see doing it just completely off anything, no shows.
Okay, well, where? Just tell us. Is that right? Nobody gives a fuck.
But like I said,
unless somebody like me's promoting it, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck about you unless somebody like me's promoting it, Milo. Just get over yourself. Go ahead, mustache scrubber. Yes, unless it's me promoting it or somebody like me, nobody gives a fuck about it.
This is too messy a format for something like that, which, you know, it would.
Nobody cares. Unless you have somebody promoting it or like a good host, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody's going to give a fuck about you sucking each other off for like an hour.
You are not going to be able to bait me into doing something I don't want to do.
Do what I don't care. I mean, I don't give a fuck. Hey, Milo, I don't give a fuck. Listen, I don't give a fuck.
I have heard nothing.
I don't give a fuck. Milo, I don't care. I never thought you were going to do that. You never would. You never would do a blood sports with Spencer. You won't. Hey, I'll call him up on his phone right now, and you won't fucking talk to him because you're a bitch. No, you're a bitch. No,
I've heard nothing that would persuade me.
There's nothing. Like, I mean, if you want to talk to him, we can bring him on right now. I mean, there's nothing like stopping me from doing that. Like, what is it you're complaining about? Okay, well, what is it you're saying?
I said everything I had to say multiple times.
I mean, you seem like fucking stupid, honestly. Like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
You are entitled to that view. I've said everything I have to say on the subject.
Okay. Well, you brought it up. Where else would it be hosted? On your channel, your dead channel? Where's it going to be hosted?
Didn't your question bring it up? I don't think I brought it
No,
up.
I'm asking it. I'm asking it. Where would it be hosted? You said it wouldn't be hosted here. Where would it be hosted?
I haven't given it any thought. But
no, you haven't. You haven't given it shit any thought. You never give anything any thought, do you?
May I say one thing? Milo, like when Ralph has debates here, he doesn't have people in the panel. Like he moderates it. It's not this kind of open format, right? His debates are, you know, like a left screen versus a right screen. He doesn't give a fuck.
And he knows what it is.
He stops talking and only peeks in whenever, you know, something's going out of control. So I'll be fair with Ralph and say his debates are like not messy. Like they are structured in a great way. I'll say that about Ralph.
I've told him in the past that I'd think about it. I still will think about it, but nobody's ever come to me with a proposal that makes it sound attractive to me. Why would I?
I just said it would never happen. Like why you're starting a fight where I never even said.
Listen, you're asking me to plunge my unsocked, unshoed foot into a massive pile of dog shit, and you're not telling me what I get.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's what you're doing. So why are we still talking about this?
That's what I'm saying. Like it's retarded. Like we're fighting over nothing. Like,
and I'm saying no, thank you.
We're literally fighting over nothing. I never thought this was going to happen.
I don't want to put my foot in dog shit.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't wish to do that. I'm not saying that it will never happen, because there are situations in which somebody might say to me, well, if you put your foot in dog shit, I'll give you $1,000. And I'll be like, well, fuck it. I'll put my foot in dog shit. But I'm not putting my foot in dog shit for no reason. Why would I?
I never said you would. Like, this is not even my thing. Like, I don't give a fuck whether you ever talk to Richard Spencer and piss on his grave. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, this is your guys' thing. But like, you bring it up,
it's
it's
my
like
thing. I have no thing with the guy. There's no thing. There are no things.
Like they seemingly think you were like, you know, on a mission to ruin him. Like, is that true? You came on this show and you said you would do anything in your power. You came on. No, wait.
The Spencer people are mad.
No, you
Spencer
can't.
people are mad. Because I exposed their prince for being the low-rent, grubby Nazi that he is, because never before had there been video online of him doing the fucking Roman salutes. Well, now there is. World, you're welcome. None of the newspapers published it.
Well, was that breaking news, though, that Richard Spencer's doing a fucking Hitler salute? Like, I mean, come on. Now,
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. If you look at the coverage of Richard Spencer, look at the lavish profiles he was getting.
You're true.
The fact that he was still on CNN. All of this was made possible with the fiction that he was some kind of different, educated, suited, well-spoken version of a skinhead. But seeing him throw up Roman salutes made people realize actually there was no difference between this guy and the other guy. Look at what's happened to him after I dropped those videos. And by the way, there is more to come.
What?
I have lots more on Richard Spencer coming down the slipway. The point is, I showed the world that the fiction of Richard Spencer that enabled The Atlantic and CNN to do these long, lavish profiles about how confused they were that he could be sort of charming and well-dressed and educated, but about have these terrible points of view. I fucked that for him forever. I destroyed him forever. Now, if you're asking me to go back and look, he is a reporting subject that I am largely done with. If I don't make a habit of going and revisiting old stories and putting my foot in dog shit unless there is something in it for me. Make me an offer. Right now, you're asking me to put my foot in dog shit and offering me nothing in return. Unless you have something in return to offer me, let's move on.
The whole thing was a caller. Well, that's what I'm saying. This is a caller construct. I never thought that was going to happen in the first place. I mean, I would love to host it, but
let's move on.
Ralph, Chagga just DM'd me saying, please let me back
Dude,
on.
he just called me on my fucking personal phone.
What?
That's what the fucking thing
what
was.
Is he DMs me like literally like,
Dude,
oh,
he's
you're on
like,
for Friday? I'm like, I said yes already 500 times.
Well, no, he's crazed to have a Milo. No, listen, he's crazed to have a Milo versus Spencer debate. Actually took the devil's advocate position and raised hell, and like he's still calling me on my phone. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I can't do anything about it. It's like, what the fuck? If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Like, shit. Like, we just run these shows.
Your mistake was taking a devil's advocate position when you should know the correct position is whatever I said.
Well,
Milo, I have
who
a quick
cares?
question.
Go ahead, real quick. Go ahead.
Is Richard Spencer a homosexual?
Oh, for sure.
Do you have
no doubt in my mind?
that?
No, I don't. And I always tell people when I don't, but as a hunch, no doubt in my mind. I don't have any evidence.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
All right, let's.
No. I won't lie to you and say that I know different because I don't. But there's no doubt.
Did you
in my
have
mind.
any like firsthand evidence or anything like that? Okay.
No. But there's no doubt in my mind.
Well, he's qualified, I guess, to.
Well, that's arguable, but I can see how someone would say that Milo's qualified to give that opinion. Yes. Okay. Go ahead, Butters.
I think I probably. If you think about the Venn diagrams of like people with good gaydar, people who know the alt-right really well, people who spend a lot of time trying to figure out who might be gay, blah 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 blah. That tiny little bit right in the center of all of those circles is pretty much just me. I can't think who else would be as qualified as me to intuit his sexuality absent absolutely conclusive evidence. So this is probably the best guess you're going to get.
All right, now go ahead, Mustache Groper. You're right. I that's my fault. I've had a few drinks. I know that's probably obvious.
Ralph, listen, you do not have to apologize to me, sir. I don't mind. I mean, I enjoyed the discussion here. Hey, Milo, first time talking to you. Been following your work a long time because I'm just a big fan of the Jewish people, as all the Killstream caller or listeners know.
Right.
But how are you doing, sir?
I'm well, thank you. I'm slightly perturbed by that foreboding introduction to the question, but I'm looking forward to
1,500 live right now. Go ahead, Dingo. I mean, Mustache Groper. Sorry.
Did I perturb you, sir? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No. Please carry on.
Okay. Anyways, so I wanted to ask you about Christianity and forgiveness. As you may know, being a Christian yourself, it's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that you could ever, and this is a serious question, then I got one more if you don't mind. Do you think you could ever forgive Richard Spencer?
I certainly aspire to, but I think that in order to receive forgiveness, you have to first ask for it. And I think that you have to demonstrate that you recognize that what you did was wrong and seek to make amends. I see no evidence of that from Richard Spencer. I see a lot of evidence of him digging in his heels and trying desperately to cling on to one last little, remnant of whatever. I don't see much evidence that Richard is worthy of forgiveness, which is not to say that as a Christian I shouldn't seek to extend it, but it's asking a lot. It's asking a lot, and I think the first step in that would be for him seeking to make amends and asking for the forgiveness. I certainly aspire to forgive everybody who's ever wronged me. I don't spend an enormous amount of time thinking about him or wondering wondering how I feel about him. I think the onus is on him if he wants forgiveness to seek it. There are people who use up a lot more of my time that I would rather focus my efforts and energies on. But naturally, I would hope to forgive anybody who's wronged me.
Yeah, I got you. Well, thank you for the answer. I just quick remind you that the Romans didn't ask for forgiveness from Christ, but he still gave it to them anyways. Anyways, we can move on now.
He was somewhat of a more virtuous person than I.
Milo, I think you can get there.
I certainly hope that's right. I hope that's true.
Okay, my second, I do too. My second question is just a quick one, and I'll dip off afterwards, Ralph. By the way, Ralph, big fan. I'm gonna get me a credit card here soon, so I can send you some donation money.
Sure.
This guy's accent is so charming to me with a British ear. He should be asking all the questions. He should be the guy that reads out all the questions.
That's right. Go ahead, fucker.
It's such a lovely, charming accent to my ears.
Yeah.
I think the same exact thing about British people, like the guy that you were arguing with earlier, Randbot. Y'all two Brits arguing. Y'all sound great to me. So, but anyway, my second question, Milo, is, as you might know, a lot of the homosexual men, which you are not anymore, praise Jesus, they, at some point in their life, they have to wear adult diapers because their asshole is so reamed out. At what point do you think you have to wear those?
I think you may have been slightly misled by the internet on that one.
No, I'm positive. I'm positive. I do a lot of social work down at the church, and they are always shitting themselves.
I am not myself personally familiar with anybody who has that particular problem. And despite being for some time in my life, a very, forgive me, enthusiastic sodomite, I've never experienced that problem personally, and I don't know anybody who has. But I will bow to your superior knowledge, since you say that you've seen it in person, and acknowledge it. Sounds like it really stuck.
Richard Spencer won, Milo. Deal with it.
Holy shit. How am I going to even live through this? All right, you know what? Let's do a speed run. Lightning round. This is actual lightning round. Lightning round. VB Smoker, lightning round. Go. Go.
Oh, shit. I'm on.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, fuck, I'm on. Yeah, I'm all good.
What?
Yeah, you're cutting out. Fuck.
Well, fuck. You know what? We'll pull you back in. This is somebody from Australia. It's their fault, but whatever. Pepto-Bismol.
Just somebody from Australia.
Yeah.
Just somebody from Australia. How dare you, sir?
By the way, Pepto is listening to some kind of opera. I don't know what he's doing. Go ahead, Mike Hancho. Go ahead. Oh my God. What the fuck is going on with the callers, dude? Every caller has like a worse setup than the next. Like, how is this even possible?
Drawing.
Okay, you know what? Good thing I have 500 questions here. I think we covered a lot of it. But I'm going to scroll down here. I do have some. You mentioned, you know what actually made me laugh? You know what, Milo, actually, you're one of the funniest motherfuckers around. And that's why I've always liked you, because you make me laugh. And I feel like a lot of people are the same way.
You can get away with a lot when you're funny.
You're funny. If you're funny, you're funny, right?
I get away with quite a lot of shit because I'm funny.
I've known you forever, and, you know, we both have our own hang-ups or whatever, but you're fucking hilarious. And I read this shit, and like, you're saying shit that people just won't fucking say. And you were sick for a few days, and like I said, honestly, you just written it off. Like, you weren't going to be here tonight no matter what. Like, just like, whatever.
Can I suggest, love, that you switch to water?
Yeah, well, that would be probably a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just for the remainder of the show.
Just for, yeah, I'm a little bit tipsy. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Now, what gave you that? What gave you that alert?
I mean, it's the
long-term
experience. The lavish praise coupled with the repetition. I just like, oh, okay. And I want to remember your compliments from this evening the way they were intended, which is heartfelt and sincere, and not remember them as the slurring, repetitious bilge emerging from a half.
That wouldn't be.
No, it's not the relationship we've established over all these years.
Yeah, that wouldn't be appropriate if I did that. But
I'm happy to do a few more questions if we've got time.
That's true. Now we mentioned Parler. We mentioned a lot of that, but what I was going on there was Steven Crowder, because that's what cracked me up. That you said that actually gave you your lifeblood, pretty much. I remember the day you hadn't put anything on Telegram for a few days, and you said Steven Crowder getting in trouble with YouTube was kind of like your tonic, like your
nothing snaps you out of a prolonged sickness like hearing that Steven Crowder's been banned from YouTube. I felt infinitely rejuvenated by this. Also, as some people on Telegram will know, I've been doing a kind of running counter of days since sodomy. My last counter got as high as 220 something before I slipped over and over again, and my current counter is heading back up to 3 figures. And yesterday I put days since sodomy more than Steven Crowder, and so which is always true, perennially true. Any of us can post.
Is he gay? He is gay though, right? Like, I mean,
come on. I don't think he's normal gay. I think he's got some kind of hideous dark proclivity where he doesn't want to fuck his semi-attractive wife and instead wants to get raped by trannies or something. That's my hunch.
It's something, man. I don't know. He's not right. I don't know what to say. There's something off there. Now I'm looking through my question list here. They're asking about what's this Arnon Michelin. I think Patrick Howley put out some allegations in 2016 about Arnon Michelin being behind.
In this country, we judge people for what they do, not for how they were born.
Anyway, go ahead. You two gentlemen, I see you joined as well, Worski. He's going to be hosting the Twisted Mind of Andy Worski in about 30.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you calling.
Yeah. We appreciate what Hitler did too, man. Thank you.
No, we don't appreciate that.
Disavow.
I'm drunk. I'm sorry.
Only if you had been on one of the trains would we appreciate it. But...
Oh, you piece of shit.
Wow.
Too far.
Then we would always honor his memory.
I think Andy's about to die.
But I feel like I did my job. Anyway, go ahead.
Go ahead, caller.
The new hard R superstar has risen, it seems like.
So, what do you do then? Say that you want to eat a fruit that is on top of a tree. Well, due to your weak and retarded woman body, you can't climb a tree for fuck.
I'm on some streak for one step too far.
The new hard R superstar has risen, it seems like.
Ladies and gentlemen, one step too far. That's a good slogan for us. That's a good slogan for us. One step too far.
The new hard R superstar has risen, it seems like.
I knew it was coming. By the way, I think he didn't do anything. He's being falsely accused.
Tyler has that hotkey on his numpad.
This cannot be happening right now.
That can't be real. That is real.
The new hard R superstar has risen, it seems like.
You can't abort the retort.
You fucking can't do it.
Never.